if you have mats, just have something to lie on. Yes. So welcome to our Rumba class. What my idea today is, last week I was talking with you about exaggeration and stage exaggeration, how the movement to really touch the audience, to be loud enough to be seen from far, to be loud enough to steal attention from another dancer next to you. It is important to search for extremities, to search for the ways to be ultimate, to be unexpected, and how wide and far and deep your actions goes. And then I was thinking today how we'll explore some of so when we will be doing the same thing, how my extremities will be different from your extremities. They might be a little different, yeah, and I might have some training or some baggage of like exercises and movements I did to support a further range of motion or a better connection inside. And I just want to go for the same routine, but help you to find a better exaggeration, to see how something what you maybe visualize that it's so big, and then when you look at the videos, it's actually maybe not as big, and then you only have a certain range of information, a certain range of skills to try. So you're trying this and try the best you can, and you see the video and it's still not as good as you want. So then you can just keep doing. Maybe there would be some improvement, but you might like take a little detour. Okay, maybe I can work on my core and connectivity. Maybe I can work on the like ankle strength, and then in a certain step, when I want to do bigger, there will be a better resources available. So we'll be doing just some exercises supporting, or like which can give you a different sense of muscle engagement, muscle strength, muscle connection in the elements we did last week. So if you'll just go quickly, and if I'm wrong, you don't hesitate to correct me. I believe he was doing with you a forward step, and then was reaching forward into the little bend, and then was reaching this way, and he was collecting yourself inside, and he was picking this arm up, and then he was doing a collection of the leg, and then he was doing swivel, turn. The next, I believe we did something like a spiral, maybe not, seated into the press line, and then was doing a little swan thing here, and I have no idea what we did after the swan. Did we do something after the swan? We left the stage. Oh, so let's just do one more time. It's a step from left to right. It's a lean forward, reaching your hands, pulling back with your core, closing your arms. You can have a little roll backwards to open your hand up, and then have a moment of collecting your leg, of stepping forward, articulating your ankles, pivoting, and then do a little twisting for the spiral, and then collect the legs and sit, and then from sitting was going bend, and then was picking ourselves up, and maybe did some rondé. Okay. Let's start little by little, adding to our exaggeration. First step can be little, can be bigger. We want it a little bigger to give us a better base, but we want it to be supported. So we'll start with a simple exercise. You look down and you find a little mark, and you will every time you will try to sustain a mood and send it. Where is my the measure stick from Home Depot, and it just here, and I'm kind of measuring my. So can I go on my toes and support it and land, and then be ready to go back right where I'm started? So part of this exercise is a discipline on your standing glute and oblique to keep it back and support it. The other part is a turnout and rotation of your pelvis. And then, of course, the idea of moving your spine so you can have this band condition a little longer. So we go, toe, landing, pushing away, going back. Control on the back foot, extend, carry your balance, two toes, I'm sliding up in the air, yes, and pressing up and going back. We'll do a few more times, and at no time, you're supposed to feel belly part ahead of your chest. Picking up on the heel, going two toes, sliding further forward just a little more, landing, and pressing up through the ball of the foot and coming back. Changing the leg just not to be one-sided in our action. Support on the glute through the compression. You're giving yourself a further ability to reach out, land, push from the front. The moment when you land it and you feel that the calf contraction is first one to send you back is really important. But you're not, okay, let me just roll. You're staying for it and you're pushing your heel up into your belly and then you're going back. So again, developing. Yes, so this moment, please, I need to see the teardrops on your standing glute, this part. Need to really cry because it's working extra hard to sustain the development and then go back. Yeah? So simple exercise, engaging a lot of things, and when you want to set your position a little further for this movement, let's say to be proportionate. Yeah, if my step is a little short, then this whole bending might feel a little not stable enough or not like a logical continuation. But if I'm in control of a little wider stance, then this whole thing can be a totally different presentation. Yeah, because you're showing confidence in expressive, spacious position. Yeah, good. So for the next, I remember looking at your performances last week, and I remember not being exactly happy with the origination, beginning of your return movement from the pelvic curl. And this is something we'll just give ourselves a little exercise here from some of my very early Moscow years when I moved to Moscow, and there was a contemporary teacher, not Natalia, the one you know, but just a young girl who was giving us all sort of exercises, and one of them I remember being very tricky but then practical. So we're sitting, then we're turning like that, one flat, one on the ball of the foot, and our arms are doing back and forward and back and forward. So first you're stabilizing, but for what's importance for us now, the moment when you pushed forward, how we try to think that the leg is not really letting us go back, and we have to start pressing from the front to curl or like to round our waistline. So this should start with curving your waistline and only then go with your upper part. So here you can start with the back leg to tilt and to send your chest out, but here's really the front leg pushing for you to feel very ugly and uncomfortable in your belly. Open, push from the front knee to the belly button and press it all the way through the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up, Suzanne. So I'm looking at the line from the front knee to the pelvis. So you did some good movement in your arm, but this was not changing enough. So front leg, front leg pressing. So first the arm is still behind, and feel how you moving your belly button much deeper away, like to the spine and away from the front knee. Good. And now away from the back leg and front leg pressing, 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 pressing. Yes. And change the leg. Ta-da-da, ta-da, and ready with the same. So soft knee, good balanced position, and we rocking forward from the back leg, and our front knee need to be pushed into curving our pelvis in, and then go with the rest of your spine from the thigh to the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Marilyn, a little more compact position, please. And let's just again sit. Put just a little weight forward over the front, and now hold your chest in place. Like hold it in place. And now see if you can get into this round back. Yes, yes, yes. Still supported by the back leg. And then keep doing the same until the upper part like kind of follow or giving up. Up. From the back leg, from the front, from the back, from the front, from the back. Yeah. Okay, good. Now I just invented this little modification. Put your mats on the floor and look what I want you to think of. If you'll do like a kind of a plank, but on the knees, so don't make yourself work too hard, but lean a little forward like that. And now think that your pressure from the knees and contraction in your core goes all the way for you to pull yourself back. So, of course, my arm is supporting me, but I want to think that the contraction in my core moves my groin away from my arm. So I want to stay as much as I can forward with my head, but the crunch in my pelvis multiplied by like a little hamstring contraction because I'm pulling back. So I'm pressing to the floor with my legs, and I'm pulling my belly up and back and deeper in the groin until it pulls me down. And a few more times. So leaning forward and start pressing your belly up and your groin like as concave as possible. So you feel that this, yeah, good, Jane, continue. Yeah, so if you go and go, yes, very nice. Yes, baby, very nice roundness. Yes, Madeline, yes, good. So we continue into the back of our wonderful, yes. Good, I'm super happy. Everybody doing exactly what I expected. Now we'll just give it a little challenge. We'll do it in two stages. One, I will ask you to mobilize the muscles around your hip joint. How we'll be doing it? You will be, and again, a yoga instructor telling like if you feel a little discomfort on your knee, just hold your mat like this so you have a little softer surface for your knee, but you probably know already how to handle it. So what I want you to try here, you stay in the same plank position, you put one leg up, and then you focus on your hip joint, the leg which is bent, and you allow yourself to sink into it, and then pick up as much as you can. And let's, okay, we will kind of try, sorry, to turn our pelvic this way. I don't know if how. So deep into the groin, dropping the leg which is off the floor, dropping it as low as possible and sitting to the joint, and then activating. And let's say this is our maximum open, and then close and allow yourself to sit into them and recover. Sit into it, recover. Let me just put the camera a little lower, maybe. I just don't know the best angle to show it. So standing hip, deeper into it, and then out, deeper and out. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes. Good. And yeah, change the leg, change the leg. So it's in some way similar. Ladies, just give me a glance. In some way similar if you will be doing this kind of pressure in and adding the mobility to your hip joint, like out and in, out and in. Yeah. So, but when this is good because we have our weight, the weight of our body to give ourselves a little massage of the psoas through this dropping into the hip. Yes. And just try a little different angle. So for example, Jean, move yourself a couple inches to the back. Yes, yes. So now a little different angle. Do the same at this angle. Yes. I definitely have a better view. Yes. Yeah. Marilyn, so it's not only about lifting, maybe even more important how you can deep into the hip. So you're doing like up and then neutral, up and neutral. It's important how you can get in your standing hip to drop into it and then recover. Drop into it and then recover. Yes, so you're finding the small muscles around the joint. So the key moment is massage it, recover from it, how you're picking yourself in a very particular area of the body. Good. And now we'll do the same what we did on two legs, but we'll do it on one leg. So if you have your little, like a semi-plank like that, now you just have one leg off the floor, and you'll try to feel that the pressure comes from one knee, and you're pulling yourself out and go into, and like maximum curve, but on one leg, and going there, pressing. Arms can use to close your ribs, belly in, but really important standing leg psoas connection. Up and deep and deep and deep and deep. Good. And just change the leg. Do it a couple more times here. Leaning into it. Standing leg, creating, supporting leg, creating a big, like a dome underneath you. Yes. So belly up, 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 and back, 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 back. Beautiful. Yay. Very nice. Nice. Next little thing we'll do with you while we're on the mats. I think this should be a good enough view. We'll be on our bellies, and we will be trying to recognize the difference between lifting straight arms or lifting the elbows and kind of brushing our fingers through the floor. We will try to do it in a clockwise, like in a different angles, of course, just for the sake of variety. Let me show you something I invented for you. So you can pick your head just a little bit off the floor and then palms down, and you can lift once and then lift from your elbows, and then like 1 hour up, lift from your straight arms or lift by your elbows, trying to keep your fingertips on the floor as long as possible. So you're learning as much to activate your back, as much to soften your elbow joints. And then go like a little forward, straight arms, bend arms to the maximum. And you can feel like this. Look, when we do through the bent hand, we go like this, like this, like this, and then just opening them to be replaced. Highest we can do with the straight, highest we can do with the bend, and reaching out, and straight, and elbows, and then wrists, and then out. The further it goes above your head, the harder, but just do whatever you can, because look, when our arms are above our head, it is also important how we can do it, not through the whole hand, but through the segments. Okay, so let's just do the same in reverse. So start at the very top, lift your arms straight, and lift your elbows, and replace your arms a little further to the back. Yeah, good, and straight, good, yes, straight arms and through the elbows, yes, and see the maximum. Yeah, Jim, maybe a little less body. So think of the mobility of the arm against the body. Yes, yes, good. And now through the elbows, wonderful. Yeah, and good. And just a couple more, almost parallel to your legs, straight. And now elbows, 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 wrist. Beautiful. Yay, very good. That's it for now. We can put our mats away, stand up carefully, not to feel dizzy, don't rush here. Now, when we'll get to execute exactly same feeling, exactly same action, sorry, and we know that we're setting ourselves in a wider step, so we already know how back leg can be directed through the pelvis into our spine segment by segment. And the moment when you're pressing, you already have a better feeling of activating your rhomboids and your triceps. You just did this thing with your elbows. And the moment you're leaning, you can be just a little more expressive. And now what we did with the front leg, and we did on the floor by starting to build this round thing from the front leg to the back. And then maybe this exercise we did was rocking. We can just feel a little extra rocking through the back leg and have this opening again. Yeah. Ready. Staying like strong ankles, giving us volume. And right as we anchor in the front, we start pushing through the frame, and we know how elbows can move separately from the wrists. And this is the beauty of your development, building a dome in your belly and collecting your arms in and rocking forward just a little bit more. Okay. Let me see, just see how you can make some reference to the exercises we did and the flow you want to present in your routine. I'm not counting, just go with your own pace and listen to your own body. Okay, okay, good. Again, as I'm saying, there is no really, it's each of you have your own way, and I'm not to criticize in any way because I like each and every one. A little bit of just a comment on the flow. Marilyn, the moment when you get into your line, it looked at the projection of the chest and the response of your elbows a little bit miscoordinated. So try to feel that this forward push is reflected in your arms, and it would be, the arms would look as one with your body. They would look like they sending exactly the same message, and it was a little bit separate message. And one little thing, let's all of us try and notice. I would like you to hold your palms back, and now when you will be moving forward, start feeling something in your shoulder blade, how you inviting your palms to turn up. So this moment is, what you see in the palms is actually happening much deeper in my back. So it's like by the moment when my arms reaching somewhat a side position, my shoulder blades, they going like that, and they helping me to feel that I can continue further. On the lifting arms up, it's not a big deal. You can lift them like this or like that all the way. But when you're leaning forward, being unaware of the mobility here, give a little trouble. So now let's do the other way. Yeah, if we started with the palms forward, and then we will be turning elbows out to create kind of a delay, create kind of a curved feel. So we're turning it in the shoulder blade. It might feel a little strange because you're rotating it inwards. But this is something what's really, really important in the beginning. And then look, when we did our hands, this is exactly what we started with you. It's harder when I'm bent, but let's try how I can, yeah, oh, I know what we're doing. So just stay split, bend forward, not to make it uncomfortable for your back, but somewhat challenging. And now when your arms are palm up, and try to do the change in your back. So when the arms will be going forward, it is super important how this segment is changing. If I'm not changing it, I try to go out, it will look heavy. So this is the important transition for my arm to continue out towards my partner. Here, and shoulder blade down and forward when I'm switching to the front space. Yeah? Let's do it. So step is good, elbow is good. And yeah, Suzanne, so this is a little bit for you because you was a little stuck in this, and just feel how, despite the discomfort of being bended, yes, 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 exactly. Good. Just one little comment. Feel that this needs to be done not as just as a separate feature. It needs to be done like optimization of a forward movement. So the moment when you feel your arms about to go forward, this is when you need to support. It's a supporting act. So don't just do it when you need, when you feel uncomfortable, continuing your arms forward. Now, again, if I just, so your arms went like this all the way to the front. So think that they can look up somewhat here, but right in the middle. Okay, let's all put our wrist back and point the finger to the shoulder blade. And the moment when the arm goes forward, we're pressing in. Whoop. So the forward movement is not going anymore like this. It goes already through the biceps, not through the triceps, but through the biceps. Yeah. Okay. Ready. One more time. I'll give you a count. I think we agree with you to do 2 counts for everything. So we go 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So each segment have 2 counts. Step, first segment, leaning, second segment, collecting, third segment, bringing up, segment number 4, bringing down and collecting the leg, segment number 5, opening the leg forward, segment number 6. Ready, strong leg, which will be very active in helping you develop the length of the step. Ready, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, really doesn't really matter. I think compared to last week, I added 2 more counts for the first step. Last week we started already in a position. This was very nice. One more time, because I see good things and I just want to see if I can advise something on it. So first 2, 3 is a step. Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and lifting and yes, 2. Good. Few more details about arm segmentation. So when we bring them up and we're rocking ourselves back, how we are using some of, again, here is our yoga challenge. Let's do this quickly. So we'll cross our hands in front, we'll put them this way, and now just follow some of my description. So bring your shoulder blades down, straighten your elbows, open the collarbone space. Try to think that you're turning your biceps up to see more sunlight. On exhale, close your ribs. Lift your sternum. Open more space in your collarbone. So the conflict, keep doing. The conflict is by keeping your elbows straight and pressing in. Through this, lifting your sternum. Giving closed ribs and supported chest, and think about your shoulder blades as they go down and out. And the more you want to feel open back, the more challenging it becomes to have your arms forward. So they're twisting like this, lifting your sternum, and you want to open, but you want to keep your elbows straight and ribs closed. Yes, so this is a little bit of a yoga challenge when you do some detailization. Why we want this? The moment when I'm closing my arms, I still remember that I'm not collapsing inside my core. And this gives a different look. At one of the lessons with our coach, Natasha, when we was on some like a path to find softness in our movement, or find some softer energy. And we was doing some elegant, or like Maria was there, me, I don't know. And she was saying, it's absolutely different things. How you portraying a softer image but how inside you have to be fired as strong as ever, because this softness, it needs to speak loud enough. It's a big difference between weakness and portraying a gentleness or softness. It is still on the stage. It is still need to be very obvious and very loud, because nobody want to see a weak dancer. So you're thinking, oh, I'm so tender here, but the audience see like you just lazy, you're not engaged, like there is nothing really for us to see. But for them to see that you are, like, I don't know, feeling the coziness of your favorite cashmere sweater, you need to stay strong inside. Then this softness or gentleness, it will speak loud enough to be recognized. But if you just, oh, it's so nice to be inside my sweater, it's like, okay, go home and sit next to the fireplace. What do you do here on the stage? On the stage, you're speaking loud, and you need to have the fire to apply to a softer images. So this is why we go here, and like it's, yes, I am portraying softness, but need the fire inside to make it be interesting to watch. Yeah. One more little, let's do it, and then I'll cover it again. Ready? And 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. I was looking at myself at the screen, and I think I noticed the difference. Most of you have arms already shortened when you're pulling back. So one of the richness of this expression I'm doing here is the moment when my arms reaching maximum forward, my belly reach maximum deep. And this is a moment where my gesture is really out there, seen. Because if I'm doing something like that, it's missing the ultimate expression. So arms there, and this is where you're still going forward, but you start saving it back from your front leg. Yes, ready. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and blah blah blah. Yes, with the arms up. I want you to give it a little notice how I think one of the beautiful moments is when you have this like a softness in your elbow, and then you can simultaneously opening this joint while still closing this joint. So it's not opening there, it's not just stressed up, it's unfolding in your elbow while your biceps getting closer to your head. So this moment can look ultimately extending, like each available segment contributing to the length. And when we're sitting here, just try to notice how you can press your elbows in while your arms are reaching the ceiling. So this part is supportive of the height of your wrist. And I don't think that it's always the case. Maybe sometimes like just stressing it. And when you're doing this, if there is a way to have just a little bit of a delay in your wrist, because when you reach the highest position and you still have a little treat in your wrist, in your fingertips, this would be an absolute, I don't know, treat. There is a certain light falling into Marilyn, your light is playing in your favor. You're doing all this thing, and then by the very last moment, your arms get right under the spotlight, and they're like highlighted. So remember this, yes. And one more little thing, each of you can benefit from it. So when we did this, arms up, and can you think of somebody holding your arms together, but from this area, you start turning your gears to open the arms. So they are themselves passive. They're not doing the opening. They are responding to the change in your chest area, and then can be a totally different. Let's just do this one more time. And I would like you to allow yourself to be not just pure, organized, ideal balletic, but the moment when you go to allow a little moment of inhale, and then how breathing in and out is allowed and part of the emotional expression. I can do just a perfection, but might seems a little cold and unreachable. You maybe want the audience to feel, oh, I just so want to touch. She feels warm. She feels sensitive and moving. Yeah. So let's try it from here when we still control the volume in the chest, and we're bringing our arms up, and we're supporting our elbows when the wrists are growing. Little decoration, and from the shoulder blades growing it. Very good. I was looking at myself, and it's so weird when I'm like, and I'm saying, yes, very nice. Yes, very nice.
I'm sorry, I have to leave.
Oh.
I have to leave. I have a birthday party. I'm
Of
late for.
course, we're supposed to finish.
Bye, everybody.
We just take care. Take care. I totally lost track of time. I think it means that we have a good class, that the flow of information and work is going. Let's do it now. I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at you, and if you don't mind, dance it for me, not for the imaginary partner diagonal, but the one in the camera. Yes, me, and ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Attention and awareness to the inner connection and the processes between your body parts, making it look like, I don't know, like I know what I want to say, like the book which you're reading and you cannot stop because I know characters, there is some mystery, what's happening next, you're curious what's the development of the story. And this all look like, oh, what's next? I'm so curious to see what's next, because it's very personal and very sincere. When it's just like a cliches, you're losing interest very quickly. When it's personal, we all want to hear gossips. Okay, what's happened with her? What's happened? Because it's about the real life. What else I was planning to talk today about? That same thing. Give me a second. I think we did something like that, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. Cancel the birthday party.
I missed it.
What?
I thought, oh, it's, you know, it's our family, and I thought, oh, they talk so much, and they're done. So here I am again.
And welcome back. Oh, this is hilarious. Yes. When we start moving, and we already explored quite a few tips on mobility of your chest against the pelvis area. So if getting into this, remember what we talked last time, and get your mats. Of course I remember. There was one more little treat for you. Might be a simple exercise, might be something you're already doing every day or done enough. But if you sit on your knees and you just simply pick one knee up and drop it down, pick another one up and drop it down, pick it and feel that you're gently stretching your ankle. That this beauty of high pointed ankle, high arch. You can just gently pull your knee up and feel some stretch in the top of your arch, and then pull it and release, and pull it and release. And then you can give it a little elevation on both of them. Gently, of course, not to overwork it. That. And there are all sorts of things. Of course, you see, like I'm not there, but I see some girls just sitting there with their like ankle up and then doing this kind of thing. What's within your range? Of course, you can try and carefully do this. But be careful. This is with this one. I feel safe. I feel that I'm in control. Totally what amount of stretch I'm having. And just one more little exercise for their specific angle. You might know it and you might done it before. So if you have placing your foot turn out and then you're placing other one across and you kind of anchoring your toe on the floor. So the moment when you will be bending your standing leg, you would be pushing the front leg up to arch, to have a better angle, to have a, where's my camera? To improve the mobility of this outside thing. So same as that, but here you need to have like some carefulness of pressing your standing leg right to the outside of the front leg. Yeah. So again, that I'm changing the leg. I'm placing this one in front. Turnout is important because you want your standing shin to press against the ankle and help you to open it. So you're working on expanding the this sort of mobility. Yeah. Yeah. And more turnout. So the more turnout it will be, the more precise your work would be. Not because if you go like this, you're not really doing the thing which can be different here. Yes, so it's like that. Yeah. So this is our little help for being exaggerated after all our arm work to have when I'm passing, I can have this toe a little further away from my standing leg while my ankle is pressing in, and I can have, you see this like a nice articulated ankle line. And then as I'm walking, this idea of active angling here might be a really good thing for the beauty of your placement. That as you're brushing, you also could think, okay, how soon I can pull my inner thigh and keep this thing working. And when I'm passing, is it still in the maximum effort to present my ability? Yeah. Maybe the last thing for this exaggeration is all this elegant lines. You already get me halfway, or like half of the judges is already in your pocket. But there are those who are a little bit about mechanics and about how you can create something rhythmical. So for those, you just need to, on the way back, when you get your two, on the way forward, you already can be just a little more rhythmical in pendulum against the ribs. But if on this moment when you're landing, you can allow something like this. You see, I'm arriving, but in preparation for the turn, you can see a few directions. Still forward with my weight, deep inside with my belly, and turning around. So if I'm pursuing these three directions, by the end of it, I'm in the very accurate place with my weight. I'm very deeply connected inside, and I'm twisted. And then you can release the base, you can release the rotation of your standing hip with an absolutely impressive speed. So yeah, one is we go forward with the left, back over the right, and we turn into the right and whoop, from stretch to contraction. So, Gene almost, but see what's happening right before the turn. Yes, 2, 3. Yes, Susan, very good. Yes, Deborah, good. Jean, yes. Marilyn, yes, very good. Look, each of you did better than I saw you before in a sense of finding such a preparation which will provide you with the following contraction. So being connected and stretching out, whoa, is ultimately the almost. So Marilyn, you go there and look at me. So your right hand, right upon arrival, you kind of stopping it a little bit. See if you can go a little deeper in and further around. What else you might think? The standing leg, a psoas connecting to the spine, and think that from the spine, you're creating a little lever. So when you're moving the right side out, you want this force to be applied for this segment. What? So your ultimate acceleration should be in your right thigh. 2. Almost, Jean, you're a little bit dripping. Whoop, rather than. You see, my final thing before turning is belly almost pressing to my solar plexus. Yes, Deborah, this was better. Suzanne, this is very cool. Try to give me just a little moment of special preparation for the special speed. When you're doing it, I see same pace. La, 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 la. It looked connected and nothing bad about it. But the version La 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 would look different. La 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 la. Yes, that's it. Bonnie, good, that's good. Bonnie, when you get there, just try to recognize a little more independent. So your little drag is that when you go, you're not on a free flow, right, left, around the spine. You're a little bit tight and falling off your axis. Just when you look back, figure out your line. Here, 2 and 3. Put your neck and your eyes, find the place you're looking at. And then you will present the speed of the turn with the head turn. Ta-da-da-dee-da-da-wa. That's better. Okay, let's do one last time from beginning. Breathing, of course. Searching deep inside. Your any extremities is originated, rooted inside. So this is where you go for anything. For reaching, go inside. For making a step, go inside. For collecting, go inside. For lifting, go inside. For bringing down, go inside. For collecting your leg, go inside. For passing out, go inside. For preparing the turn, go inside. Wow. Ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Woohoo! Bravo! Very, very nice. Okay, one more time. Just a treat for me. And look, can we do a little? Anybody in a rush? Do you have a music devices next to you? Can you play from your phone some music? Yeah? Okay, okay. Bonnie, this was nice. Two things. When you was bring your arms down, try not to get lyrical. This steals a little bit from you presenting your body. And I was missing the rhythm in the last turn. You want to feel that you want to whip me with your last turn, not stroke me, not poke me, whip me. Yes, yes, very good. Deborah, you can do a little more exhale as you're going down. This can be a little more. We was talking a little bit about circulation up and down. Both Jean and Debbie, when you get to the steps, think that this little ding, 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 2 and 3 and 4 is in your head. And you're just waiting to be expressed. You're skipping, 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 but you hear it. Ding, 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 ding. What? Okay. Marilyn. Merlin, was a good rhythmical turn. The moment when you bring your arms up, I think I would like to see much more how you, like every James Bond movie, or like a lot of movies have the moment when the cool girl are like getting out of the pool or getting out of the ocean, like appearing like a mermaid from a wash. Yes. So this is just a little bit small. It's like you're appearing from the ocean, but you have kelp over you. So no kelp. Yes. Good. Good. Yes. And look straight. Yes. So because okay, going some side, it's from our teacher Ruth Vermeer. So it's making a little not make, he was calling like making faces. So he was asking, okay, Nikolay, why like you like that all the time? What it means to you? And it's some kind of hiding or putting a certain mask, not feeling how it happens and respond to it and be true in the moment, but have a little habitual masks. So this little thing is, I'm soft, I'm harmless. Don't be harmless, be dangerous. Like the moment you're doing this, I don't want to be a competitor next to you. Okay? Yeah, you keep doing it. Yes. That's it. That's it. Good. That'd be very nice. Good. Jean, if you feel like in this last segment, it's a little too much time for lesser movement, you can do a little change. Think that your movement down is like a ping ball. Ping, 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 ping. It can go like zzz, boom, ping. So on the way down, it can have a lot of doubts and changes, and without being loud and noisy, but still like, yeah, I know, need to go. Now you have to go. Absolutely. We are way beyond our time. I think we learned a lot today, and I'm very happy to see how we're all going through this. Pasa was fun with our taps and this little supporting, yeah, lesson supporting your ability to exaggerate further, to be more expressive in your lines, stretches, bends, flexes. Yeah, there are some fundamental mechanics beyond it, so we just give you a little better tools today. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really fun. Really fun classes. Thank you so much. I gotta run.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's time for me to run home too. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.